Okay, recording is on. Now we will see from this topic what is JavaScript. Can you tell me what is JavaScript? It's a scripting language. Okay. JavaScript is scripting language and JavaScript. So we would be understanding what is JavaScript. So when you talk about the JavaScript, if you remember, we have seen one thing in HTML. HTML gives the structure. Do you remember this? CSS gives the appearance, behavior, and JavaScript gives the dynamicness to your HTML pages. So far you have implemented lot of things, right? Now in our project, if you have seen, okay, in project, just a minute. Can you see my screen now? Yes. In whatever project you have implemented, you can see there is a date. In the nav bar you have written the date, correct? Yes. That date is static one. Okay. I need to change the date regularly. That will not happen. So every time you need to write into the HTML and refresh the HTML, then and only then date would be getting changed for now. Yes or no? But I want that date to be dynamic. So here this you can say HTML. This is the CSS. And this is the JavaScript. So when you talk about one web page, these are very important things for one web page. Structure is provided by HTML, appearance is provided by CSS, and dynamism is provided by JavaScript. So we have seen this thing, right? Now we will see what is JavaScript, right? So invention of the JavaScript is done for providing dynamism to the web page. JS is a lightweight programming language, interpreted programming language with the first class functions. We will see what we mean by this. While it is the most well-known as a scripting language for web pages, nowadays many non-browser, remember that if you see browser engine, browser architecture, if you see the browser architecture, you will find if I open the browser architecture here, you will find there is a JavaScript interpreter. Can you see that? Yes. Which means that inside your browser, there is a JavaScript available. Inside your browser, there is a JavaScript available, and that's why whenever one page with written, so I will clear this screen, just a minute. And you need to remember that one HTML page would be having all these things. So I can say page. Yeah, page. So this page is having all three things, right? HTML is also there, CSS is also there, JavaScript is also there. And now this is our browser. This is our browser. I can call this guy as browser. So whenever you give this page to this browser, right? Browser is already having JavaScript interpreter. Remember that. Browser is having JavaScript interpreter, so that whenever you give this page to the browser will start interpreting the JavaScript. Getting my point? Browser will start interpreting what? JavaScript. So if you go to the inspector over here and into the console, so a lot of time now we will use the console. So this is the place where you can communicate with the JavaScript interpreter. Now if I say date.now, and if I hit the enter, you will get one long number. So this thing date.now is written in the JavaScript, right? So in the browser you have given some JavaScript code, browser have understood that code and given some output to you, right? Remember that, and given one output to you, and that output is presented over here, right? So here we can write complete JavaScript. Const number1 is equals to 10. Const number1 is equals to 10. Const number2 is equals to 20. Remember that you are working with JavaScript interpreter. Browser.js interpreter. And here I can say num1 plus num2. Hit the enter. Can you see? 30. Which means that this JavaScript code is interpreted by the browser.js interpreter. This code is also interpreted by the browser.js interpreter. And then num1 plus num2, you get the answer 30. See here, what we have seen, in every browser there is a JavaScript interpreter. And you can deal with the JavaScript interpreter, or you can give some input to the JavaScript interpreter over here, like this, right? Or this is one way. Now here we can say new folder, day 23. Look at the screen, index.html, and here I can say CSS we have already seen. Now app.js. So there are multiple ways to add the JavaScript. First I will go with the traditional way, HTML5 JS intro. Okay, and inside this you can write script tag, script src, or don't use src right now, simply say script tag, and inside script you can write something, and this script tag says that you can write JavaScript over here. Let us see. Const. Now what is a const? Another thing you will get to know. 10. Const num2 is equals to 20. And console. Can you see? If you want to print, console means what? This guy. If you see this console, and can you see, you don't need to write console.log over here because you are already in a console. So you can simply write num1 and num2 30. But whenever you are in the programming language, whenever you are into the HTML page where you would be writing the code, you need to write something like this, num1 plus num2. So let's try to open this HTML. Let's try to open this HTML and see what happens. Reveal in the Finder. Index.html, and now right click, inspect, and go to the console. Can you see 30? Same thing, either you type code over here, right, or you type code over the HTML, write a script tag over here, correct, in the head. So this script tag can be written, generally it can be written at the end of the body, right, generally at the end of the body. Scripts are loaded generally at the end of the body, but for example I will keep both the things. Similarly to the CSS, either you can write CSS over here in the style tag. Similarly, in the script tag you can write the JS, right? Or you can create new app.js file and you can import that JS file. Now here script src, and you need to give app.js dot app.js. So you are saying that please load the script. So here we can say console.log external script, so here I can say internal script. Go here, refresh it. Can you see both internal script, external script are getting loaded? So presently what we have seen, this is the browser. This page you have given, inside the page there is a script tag. That script tag is loading some JavaScript, and interpreter which is available inside browser, is interpreting your JavaScript line by line. It is interpreting, you can consider line by line. So first it will interpret this line, then this line, then this line, then this line, and then it will give you output, right? Nowadays, this is one scenario we have seen, right? And we are going to work in detail. With this scenario in the DOM manipulation. After the JS, immediately we will see something called as DOM manipulation. But now we are going to learn a raw JavaScript, right? Now, what I'm trying to say, remember that there are some expert developers came together and they say that why to use JavaScript inside a browser only? Why to limit the JavaScript? For browser only? Why can't we use JavaScript to develop the server-side applications? So presently JavaScript is limited to the web page only, right? With this understanding, JavaScript is limited to web pages only. So this is the HTML page and you are giving it to the browser. Browser is understanding the HTML page. Browser is understanding the CSS. Also browser is understanding the JavaScript. But there are some smart developers. Now you can consider that this is a JavaScript, this is a JS interpreter inside this browser. This is the browser, and inside the browser there is the JS interpreter, right? So some smart developers done one magic. They say that let's extract this interpreter outside, right? and let's try to use I need one another, and let's try to use only JavaScript into that page. So I would be writing let's consider this as a JS. Okay, this is a JS. So I can say j app.js file, right? App.js. Now see, some smart developer came together and they have extracted this JavaScript interpreter, this guy outside, and they said that JavaScript can be used without a browser also, and this has opened lot of wizards for the JS developers, and the JS developers have started using JavaScript for almost everything. The servers has been written in the JavaScript. Server-side applications have been created in the JavaScript. Electronic devices, the controllers for the electronics devices have been written in the JavaScript. One powerful game changer move, that taking this interpreter outside of the browser and just use this interpreter. So what you can do, you can give this JS file to the JS interpreter, and this interpreter will start interpreting JavaScript in the non-browser environment, right? While it is a most well-known scripting language for the web pages, many non-browser environments also, remember that, many non-browser environments also. So this is very important. Now, one of the well-known non-browser environment, a Node.js. Have you heard this name? Node.js. So one of the well-known non-browser environment, Node.js. So what is Node.js? See, I wanted to show you about, somewhere they have written Node.js some continuous noise from your end I'm getting. Yeah, can you see? Node.js is an open source cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment. JavaScript runtime environment. So this has been written on the top of Google Chrome's engine. So I wanted to show you that part. API reference ES6 section, okay. About Node.js. Asynchronous runtime designed to build the scalable network applications. Okay, get involved. Official API reference. Okay, in the earlier documentation, they had clearly written about it. Chrome V8 engine. So that is built on the top of Chrome V8 engine. JavaScript runtime. Fine. But remember that whatever I told you, some smart developer came together and they have extracted this from the browser architecture over here, right? And this has been used. This has been used for absolutely anything. Hello? Am I audible? This has been used for absolutely anything. Just a machine blocking, non-blocking. Yeah, here they have taken. Getting started with the Node.js, the server-side scripting runtime. Node.js is built on the top of Google Chrome V8 JavaScript engine. Google Chrome V8 JavaScript engine. So the engine that is used, the engine that is used in the Google Chrome, which understands the JavaScript, that has been taken out. Hello? Are you getting my point? Yeah, are you getting my point? Do you understand or not? Hello? Do you understand or not? See, this is the V8 engine. This is the JavaScript engine. Chromium.googlesource.com. If you see here, right? V8 is a Google's open source JavaScript engine. Hello? Am I audible? Am I audible or not? Hello? You are not audible. You are not audible. Yeah, you there? Hello? Am I clear now? Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? 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 Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Okay, I will reconnect. Hello? Am I audible? Hello? 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 Yeah. Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? 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 Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah, am I audible? Please reconnect. Please reconnect. Please reconnect. Hello? You are audible to me. Am I audible? Hello? 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 Am I audible? Hello? 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 Am I audible? Hello? 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 Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Okay, let's continue. So, since when I got disconnected? So, you understood this, right? Yes. A browser engine has been extracted out, and that browser engine is a Google Chrome V8 engine. If you see, browser is understanding JavaScript, no problem. Browser is understanding the JavaScript that is embedded in a HTML page, that is okay. But some smart developers came together and they thought that let's extract the JavaScript from the browser so that this can be used on the servers. We can install this on the server. We can install this on the electronic devices. We can install it in the mobile also. Correct? Yes. So that JavaScript, yeah. So that JavaScript can be used at anywhere. Already JavaScript is there in the browser, correct? Already we are using JavaScript in a browser. That is happening. Now we are using JavaScript on the servers. Now we are using JavaScript on servers. Now you are using JavaScript on the servers. And you are using JavaScript on the electronic devices. Yes. You are using JavaScript in electronic devices. right? And you are using JavaScript in a mobile. And you are using JavaScript in a mobile. So one game changer move in the JavaScript world, is that taking JavaScript out of the browser.
Yes.
Taking JavaScript out of the browser have made this impact.
Yes.
So now JavaScript can be deployed. JavaScript can be deployed on the browser, on the servers, IoT devices, and the mobiles.
Yes.
As the emergence of Node.js is there, as Node.js has came into the picture, all these things are possible. Correct? But JavaScript is same. There is no difference in the JavaScript. The JavaScript we would be using for writing the browser code is same as the JavaScript is used for the servers, for IoT devices, for mobiles. The JavaScript is same. There is no difference in the JavaScript. What I'm saying? There is no difference in the JavaScript. So whatever syntaxes you would be using for developing a browser application, same syntaxes can be used for developing the server applications. Same syntaxes can be used for IoT applications. Same syntaxes can be used for mobile applications. JavaScript is a constant throughout the platforms. So from today, we are going to call these things as what? Platforms. What we are going to call? A browser platform, server platform, IoT platform, mobile platform. So we are going to call these things as what? Platforms. So JavaScript can run on any platform. The syntaxes for the JavaScript are exactly same. There is no difference. Few things as per the platform, you need to worry about few things that we will see. Means some things will work in the browser, some things will not work on the server.
Yes.
Right? But as far as this course is concerned, you will learn only one platform, that is the browser.
Yes.
And these three little bit are advanced one, right? These three. As far as this course is concerned, but remember that JavaScript, whatever we are going to learn, that can be applicable to the server, that can be applicable to the electronics devices, that can be applicable on the mobile. There is no difference in the JavaScript. But you need to learn some platform specific things. You need to learn what?
Specific things.
Platform specific things you need to learn. You need to learn platform specific things. When you learn the Node.js, you are learning something platform specific. When you are learning IoT, specific to the IoT. When you are learning mobile application development, React Native, specific to the mobile. Right? But whatever JavaScript you would be using for all four platforms is exactly same. Okay. So in this course, what we have divided, first we will learn the JavaScript in detail. First we will learn the JavaScript in detail. And that JavaScript can be used anywhere. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And from this JavaScript, one more branch we have derived called as DOM manipulation. Actually, two things are there. As far as this course is concerned, first in this browser you will run the DOM manipulation. And after that, you will learn something called as, React. Both the things are responsible for the JavaScript.
Okay.
They are similar, same things. This is not recommended approach. This is well recommended approach to work with the browser. Right?
Yes.
DOM manipulation. How to provide click listener to the button. If you click on the button, what to do? How to add the rows dynamically. So presently you have written consider the customer details form. Presently you have hard coded it, right?
Yes.
Presently these things you have hard coded. Let me show you what I mean to say. I'm saying this part, just a minute.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about this part. Yeah, so presently you have created one div, right? Grid layout.
Yes.
So this is a static code you have written. This is a static code you have written. This is a static code you have written, correct?
Yes.
But this should happen dynamically, because on the server, consider that 1 million customers are there.
Yes.
So you cannot write 1 million divisions over here, right?
Yes. Yes,
You
sir.
cannot write 1 million divisions. That should be dynamic. And how that becomes dynamic? That can become dynamic by means of JavaScript.
Yes.
And that means of JS. So in a JS also there are two ways: a traditional way, DOM manipulation, or core way. Browser has given some things, some functions. For example, how to add this, how to add this row dynamically, how to add this row dynamically in table, how to add this row dynamically in table. So there are some functions, and if you call that functions, it will happen automatically. And React is written on the top of this. React is written on the top of this. So we are going to learn both in detail,
Yes, sir.
right? But remember, I'm repeating this 100 times. JavaScript is same for all the platforms.
Yes.
JavaScript used over here, JavaScript used over here, exactly same.
Yes, sir. Yes.
JavaScript used over here, JavaScript used over here, or here, or here, or here, exactly same. There is no difference at all.
Yes.
Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So let's add this image under the JavaScript tag,
Yes.
and we will create the document from tomorrow. Project module you are implementing, you are going good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this one.
Yes. Okay.
So you will understand all these things.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the official documentation of the JavaScript. Here you will find lot of things on the Moz,
Yes.
developer.mozilla. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now yeah, so Node.js is built on the top of Google Chrome V8. Here you can see the source code of the Google Chrome V8 available on the GitHub. So this JavaScript runtime is available on the GitHub. You can see this, right? This is the repository.
Yes.
Fine. So let's put it in the Notion.
Yes.
Tomorrow we will see what needs to be done over here. Okay. Now, as far as learning the JavaScript, so this part we are going to learn at the time of DOM, correct?
Okay. Done. Yes.
Means creating HTML pages, embedding JavaScript to it, and writing over there. But as far as learning the JavaScript, right, we would be using a Node.js. So what you need to do today, you need to install this guy on your machine, or it might be installed already.
Yes.
So
Yes.
open the terminal in your browser immediately. Open the terminal in your browser immediately, the way I am doing. Can you see this? I have opened and just type node -v, hit the enter. And what do you see? Let me,
Node.
space -v, hyphen means minus.
Yes, sir.
What do you see?
Yes, sir. Version 12.22.9.
Okay, which means that node is installed on your machine
Installed.
already,
Yes.
right? So you don't need to install it anything. Okay.
Yes.
So every time we will not go to the browser. At the time of DOM manipulation, we will learn in detail. But
Yes.
our present concern is of learning the JavaScript independently, because JavaScript is same for all the platforms, right? If you learn
Yes.
JavaScript concretely at one time, it would be easier for you guys to implement codes on these platforms.
Yes.
Okay, so we will learn JavaScript independently. The runtime you have used, can you see this app.js?
Yes.
Index.js presently we don't need, right? But app.js we would be needing. So from this terminal, I'll go to CD desktop. On the desktop, web development batch is there. CD day 24, right?
23.
CD day 23. And as you already have installed the node on your machine, see what we have seen. JavaScript files can directly be given to the either browser engine or the Node.js engine.
Yes.
As Node.js has already been installed on your machine, right?
Yes.
Can you see external
Yes.
script?
Script. Yes.
So what is Node.js is beyond the scope of this course. Remember that. Node.js is used to develop the server-side application, IoT applications, and your mostly server-side applications, right? So it is the part of this. But Node.js we can use to interpret, to execute our JavaScript, right? So what the Node.js is, we will see a required thing only. So whenever we would be developing web applications, it would be the Node project only. React is a Node project itself. But presently you don't require that details. Presently you can understand only this thing. So you are writing this app.js. Node.js is already installed on your computer. You are giving this file to the Node.js version or Node.js interpreter, and Node.js interpreter is understanding, and Node.js knows what do you mean by console, what do you mean by log, what do you mean by this thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So this thing will do heavily for next at least I don't know how many days until you become expert in the JavaScript. We will not write HTMLs anymore, right? So we would be writing just JS file.
Yes.
And for executing this JS file, we would be using this node
Yes.
space app.js. Correct? Just try this.
Yes.
In your app.js, write console.log
Yes.
and just try node space app.js and let me know this works or not.
So can I see the terminal page?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Done. It is. Can you see
Yes,
this
sir.
external script?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what we would be doing continuously for next
Yes,
few days.
Yes.
And in this way we will learn. So presently we just have seen what is JavaScript, how we will
Yes.
execute the JavaScript, an intro to the JS,
JS.
right?
Yes, sir.
Fine, we'll meet tomorrow and we will see few more things in the JavaScript.
Yes, sir.
So we can use same thing. So first time today I'm able to hear your voice clearly.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can use these mic settings only. So you can view on your laptop and speak on the mobile.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Yeah, fine. So
Thank you, sir.
yeah, let's call it for a day. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll start with the JavaScript.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm disconnecting.
Yes, sir.